Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning briefing for Saturday, the 8th of June, 2024. We'll start with the synoptic as per usual. This was midnight last night, and this is looking at lunchtime today. You can see that the occlusion and cold front have moved further south. And there's a bit of speculation as to the timing of this front, exactly when it's going to come through. But I'm hoping that by lunchtime, certainly early afternoon, we should be into the better weather and perhaps get a bit of soaring this afternoon. Looking at the sat pic, you can see the large wedge of cloud that's associated with that frontal system. And quite interestingly, behind it, up in the north of England and into Scotland, there's hints of bits of wave there as well, as there is out into Wales. But let's concentrate more on what's happening here at Lasham. If we have a quick look at the rain that's coming down the country with that cloud, you can see there's a band of rain that's about to go through us quite soon. Whether we'll actually be affected by it or not, I'm not sure. It's starting to break up there, and there is some further rain behind it, but I think that's going to fizzle out throughout the day as we move on to the forecast rain. And we just run this picture through. We can see that by about lunchtime, it's all starting to fizzle out, and the majority of it's out to the east of us. And it's starting to clear up for what looks like could be a reasonable afternoon. The local forecast is showing cloudy and overcast up until lunchtime, with a bit of sun breaking through in the early evening. Temperatures a bit lower than average, around about 15 to 16 centigrade, perhaps 17 by late afternoon. And winds starting off westerly, going around to northwesterly throughout the day. It's 10 knots gusting, 17, 18 knots. And the UV, not too bad today, sort of 3s, 4s, and perhaps a 5 or 6 in the middle part of the day. Right, this moment here at Lasham, we've got just over 13 centigrade and just over 9 for the dew point. And looking out the window, we can see we've got low cumulus, but there's a lot of top cover there as well, preventing the sun's energy getting to the ground. Odium, ignore the TAF there, it's yesterday's, and they're actually showing at this moment 240, 10 knots, with greater than 10k visibility with a few clouds at 1,500 feet, overcast at about 4,700 feet, temperature 14, dew point 9, and almost standard air pressure there at 1013. Farnborough, they're showing 250, 10 knots, cavalcade at the moment, with 14 and 10 for the temperatures, with a 1013 pressure. And they have actually issued at 0700 UTC this morning, 2508 knots as a forecast, with greater than 10k visibility, scattered at 3000, with a probability of 30% that temporarily by between now and lunchtime, down to 9 kilometers and light showers and rain, and then becoming from about 11 o'clock through till 2 o'clock, 330, 10 knots. So that's suggesting that's when the front is going to come through with that wind change. On a quick look at SkySight, you can see the forecast distance today is quite poor compared to what we've seen recently, but there's a potential to get along the south coast and towards the West Country, maybe get a bit of a task in there. Looking at the local forecast from SkySight as well, they're showing the cloud base gradually creeping up throughout the day, but it's not consistent sort of rise. It will be sporadic, and they're showing that the thermal strength may be up to about 2.7 in the around about the sort of lunchtime area. I'm not quite sure that's going to pan out like that. With a soarable height again, you know, sort of 2, 3, 4,000 feet at the very, very most. So not a brilliant day according to SkySight, and Top Meteo are showing something similar. Getting out towards the West Country is probably the best chance of getting any kind of task in today. If we run the thermal projections through from 9 a.m., you can see that they're not getting much above about 1,000 meters, if that, until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And even then, it's not much higher, but the thermal strengths will pick up, as I'll show you later on the cross section. No TAMs today. We've got locally Bartlett Stacey, live firing, Rushmore, flare firing, and Ash Ranges, danger area is active. To the south of us, the red arrows are displaying at Portsmouth, and there's parachuting at Southsea and Lee and Solent. This is down 6, 7, and 9 here. And out to the north and west, Harwell, there's an air display. Selsey, there's paragliders, and Otmoor, there's live firing if you get that far north. So just bear with the 2 ticks. We'll have to bring up the airfield briefing. So here's the cross section I was talking about. This is for Odium for today, and we're around about here at the moment. And as we run through the day, cloud base is expected to go up to maybe about 3,000 feet, 3,500 feet, something like that. But more importantly, along the bottom here, we can see the thermal strengths by about sort of 1:30 in the afternoon, maybe 2 in the afternoon. They're forecasting 3 to 4 knots with a peak of 5 knots in the best part of the afternoon. So there's about a 4-hour window there where you could perhaps get a task in. Also, the surface winds concurring with the taps from Farnborough. So here's the bookings for today. There's all the single seaters are available. We've got K21s and K13s tied up. So basically 1 K21 with the book instructor and 3 students. There's 1 K21 booked with a couple of solo pilots, and there's a K21 on the casual list. I think we've got 6 or 7 on the casual list today. There's a K13 booked all day with Women Go Gliding, and there's a K13 on trial lessons this afternoon. The morning lessons have been cancelled, so that K13 is available during the morning hours. Instructors, if you've got any instructors available and you'd like to help out on the casual list, please do. I'm sure Dave Williams will appreciate the help, as he's already down on the list to help out. Just a reminder of the buggies and the management radios that are working well, and the simulator is available as per normal. There's no movements today. We're going to set up on runway 27 for a dry operation. The wind will be westerly before the front goes through and northwesterly afterwards. So just bear that in mind if you're airborne at the time the front goes through. If there is an appetite for a club grid, if it's more than 10 gliders, could you grid to the north side on the grass, please? If it's less than 10 gliders, just go for the normal club aerotow on the runway. Any heavy gliders go to the rear of the club aerotow point, and we'll give you a launch from there. So here's the setup with, I put in kind of the wind as it is at the moment, but bear in mind that that will go around to a northwesterly after the front goes through. So club winching to the south on the grass, club aerotowing off the runway, and the grid to the north of the runway if that's required. So that's it for today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, have lots of fun, and please keep it safe. I'll see you out on the airfield.